If you haven't acquired an additional multifamily property in the past 5 or 7 years, this video is for you. We have seen a number of investors that have built up substantial amount of equity in their property just over the past 5 or 7 years as rental rates have shot up, appreciation has shot up, and there's all this equity within their property. Now, for investors that want to grow more of a portfolio and level up into more units, there is a strategy outside of the 1031 exchange. A lot of people get hung up. I need to find an up leg. I don't want to sell my property, unless you can find me something to buy. And that's very hard. And I get the uncertainties with that. So we're not here to just sit there and say, sell, sell, sell. If you've got a good property that's performing well for you, you might as well keep it. But there's also a ton of equity in that property where you could look at doing a cash out refinance, pulling out some cash, given all this new equity has been built up in the past 5 or 7 years, and go buy another apartment asset. And maybe you go out and buy, for example, well-located 70s construction assets, garden style, and you acquire those assets, and you do that every 5 years. You buy another building. And we've had a number of investors that have continued to keep duplicating this process and building up substantial portfolios. They're doing it tax-free. It makes a lot of sense. So again, I want to make sure you don't borrow too much. There is a sweet spot to where you're having debt work for you, and there's a sweet spot where you can go over and it's too much. I like a rule of thumb of 60, maybe as high as 65% LTV cash out. And again, this is tax-free. You can go buy well-located assets. You don't have to sell anything. You don't have to go through the 1031 exchange process. And then it's just every 5 years, possibly 7 years, you rinse and repeat. You call us, what's available, keep an eye out, you time the right up leg with your refinance, you acquire another building, and you keep doing that. And that's a strategy that on our team, we implement ourselves. It's a great way to build wealth. So if you are ready to purchase another property and grow a portfolio, definitely feel free to reach out to us. We can look at your return on equity. We can see if your cash out can buy you a 15-unit building, if it buys you a 20-unit building, what's optimal for you, and we'll happy to go over your options. So thanks so much for watching this video. We'll see you on the next one.